Coming up, NAU students react to the arrest of local broadcaster Dave Zorn, plus a thrift store with heart. The news starts now.
You're watching NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Elena Robla.
And I'm Ava Nichols. Thanks for tuning in. We have reaction tonight from students at NAU about the arrest of CAF Radio News Director Dave Zorn, who also taught a course at NAU.
NAZ Today's Kaylee Doyle has the latest.
Radio personality and part-time NAU employee Dave Zorn was arrested late last week. Zorn is currently held on a $100,000 bond at the Coconino County Detention Facility. Zorn worked as news director for CAF News Radio for 11 years.
I did know Dave Zorn because I had him as a professor here. I think overall in the MIC it's just been shock. Especially I feel sad and angry about it because it's someone I felt like I could call a friend.
Zorn taught a class here in the School of Communication and worked in the Media Innovation Center, better known as the MIC.
But it's just kind of shocking. You look at him in a different way and you just can't look at him the same anymore.
I would definitely say the vibes have been kind of uneasy and unsure because we don't really know exactly what's going on with everything at the moment. And I think a lot of people are definitely bonding together and just supporting each other during these times.
Zorn worked with several students within the communication building. Many say they don't know how to feel. However, some students say Zorn made them uncomfortable even before charges were announced.
It was more of just a general statement. There was someone who I knew working in the comm building as well, and she had told me that he had made numerous girls uncomfortable, and she advised me against ever working with him. I don't want to be in that environment.
I interned for him at CAF Country Radio. I feel very disturbed and also not surprised. Yeah, I worked with Dave in his office, and it was always a good time working for Dave. Yeah, he was a very inspiring mentor at the time. Obviously, I don't feel that way anymore. I guess it's annoying that it was so known within the realms of student journalism, and not that Dave was luring minors, but that he might be creepy towards women.
According to Great Circle Media, Dave Zorn is on administrative leave. He is also no longer employed through NAU. Zorn has yet to be proven guilty of these charges. Kaylee Doyle, NAZ Today.
Zorn was arrested as part of the North Star Multi-Agency Task Force on Thursday, March 27th, which targeted child sex trafficking and exploitation. This operation had officers create social media accounts posing as minors aged 12 to 14 years old. Over the 6-month operation, 28 arrests were made, 9 of which were felony charges, including Zorn. The others with felony charges were Thomas J. Smith, Brent William Smith, Michael E. Flores, Marcus Wimberly, Rakesh Dolbson, Max Berkman, Christopher Hoffman, and Abel Ramos. Zorn has been charged with 7 counts total. 4 counts are for luring a minor for sexual exploitation and 3 counts of attempted furnishing harmful items to a minor. The Arizona Daily Sun says this charge under Arizona state law means pornography or other sexually explicit materials. All of the counts were from March 20th to March 27th. Zorn's pretrial hearing will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. NAZ Today will continue following this case and provide updates as we hear them.
Flagstaff police are investigating a bus crash on Interstate 10 towards Tucson, Arizona. An SUV hit a bus yesterday that was full of children and chaperones from Kinming Unified School District. The school bus flipped over. 3 students and 1 adult were transported to a nearby medical center for treatment. All remaining students were sent to get medical evaluation. Potential charges against the SUV driver are expected in the upcoming days.
NAU's IMQ Center hosted an event celebrating the women in our lives and the struggles they face.
NAZ Today's Jason Glenn was at the recent event and prepared this report.
This Purple with Hermanas event brings together women who are shaping the future while also honoring the contributions of the past.
When you think about women's history, and when you think about achievements of women, I think it's so important to note that, some of that throughout history just goes unseen or goes unrecognized.
Throughout the March 20th event, attendees participated in panel discussions and cultural performances celebrating women's history. These activities help highlight the resilience and strength of women, particularly women of color.
Events like this help to really raise that awareness. They help to increase storytelling around achievement, and they also just create a space for people to learn together.
Many women came together for this event and shared their personal stories of inspiration, resilience, and empowerment. Issues such as gender equality were discussed.
It opens up the discussion that has been needed to be talked about. It's definitely something that I feel like is swept under the rug and not many pay attention to. So definitely opening up that discussion that needs to be had here.
To wrap up Women's History Month, this event highlighted ways to uplift and celebrate women. For more information on events hosted on NAU's campus, go to imq@n.nau.edu. Jason Glenn, NAZ Today.
The 28th Annual Mountain Spelling Bee Bash returns. This event celebrates Flagstaff's access to literacy. Community members are encouraged to come out and spell. There will be dinner, games, raffles, and an auction along with the bee. The Spelling Bee is sponsored by Flagstaff Literary Center. Their goal is to improve basic English skills and literacy skills in teens, adults, and families. Coconino Community College will be hosting the event tomorrow at 5 p.m. Tickets are for sale at thinkliteracy.org. It may look like just another thrift store, but Thrift for Goodness Sake has a purpose beyond bargain shopping. Run by the Sunshine Rescue Mission, every purchase helps provide housing, food, and support for people experiencing homelessness.
I had the opportunity to talk to the managers about the business earlier this week. Inside Thrift for Goodness Sake, shoppers aren't just finding secondhand treasures. They are also helping fund life-changing programs. Located in downtown Flagstaff, the thrift store has been open for about 7 years. All proceeds benefit the rescue mission, which provides shelter and resources for men, and Hope Cottage, a facility for women and children.
And all the proceeds go to the mission and to Hope Cottage, which is a facility of women with children. So everything's to a wonderful cause.
For Tucker Usher and daily manager Carrie Bluen, this mission is personal. Both went through the Sunshine Rescue Missions programs themselves, and now they're giving back by helping others.
So I myself stayed at Hope Cottage with my daughter while I was in recovery, and then we got our own apartment, and then I was very blessed to be part of the Sunshine Rescue Mission to work, so it kind of went full circle.
The store relies heavily on donations from the Flagstaff community. In addition to providing affordable goods, the thrift store also gives clothes for free to people in need.
And we just want to help out people. Like, if somebody comes in and they're like, I just got out of jail, and I've had a guy came on before with like just in his socks, and it's like, we're not going to charge them for something. I'll help them out. I go upon like each individual on their circumstances and how the Lord leads me.
So my favorite part is that it all goes to a great cause, that all the proceeds go to help the shelter, the women and men's shelter here in Flagstaff. And then also just like people come up off the street sometimes and they really need like a fresh, clean set of clothes, and so we're able to bless them with that, and so that's very awesome.
The store is also a valuable resource for those seeking volunteer opportunities. Students and community members alike are welcome to contribute their time and effort.
So basically, volunteer opportunities are for anybody that reaches out. It's not like a huge process. They got to fill out papers or anything like that. People could just come in and I could get them started that day. And yeah, everyone enjoys it.
With support from the community, Thrift for Goodness Sake continues to be a place where every purchase makes a difference. Elena Robla, NAZ Today. The annual Flagstaff Mountain Film Festival is celebrating its 23rd year with events starting tonight through Sunday. The festival brings together filmmakers, artists, and athletes to enjoy films from around the world at the Orpheum Theater and several other events downtown, from panel talks to happy hours and community workouts. For more information, go to flagstaffmountainfilms.org.
In case you missed it, Governor Katie Hobbs officially proclaimed last week's Kindness Arizona Week in honor of Fiesta Sports Foundation's 5th annual Kindness Arizona initiative. The Fiesta Sports Foundation, the people who present the Fiesta Bowl, traveled 3 hours north to the Navajo Nation, partnering with Red Feather Development Group as one stop on their Kindness Arizona statewide initiative.
Getting the proclamation of Kindness Arizona Week from Governor Hobbs, it was very exciting. It's really a recognition of the impact that Kindness Arizona Week has in our entire state, and it just helps amplify the message, the impact, and having people join us in spreading kindness.
With volunteers, the two groups joined forces, building wood storage sheds to keep wood dry throughout the winter months. Navajo elder Husky Benton is a recipient.
Yeah, I was on the wait list. I think I joined 2 years ago, I think 2 years. I usually use just a torch, cover my wood pile. But only time when it's wind, it just blew it away. Then you had to look for your torch where it is, bring it back, cover it again, put some rust on it.
Red Feather Development Group is based in Flagstaff and serves Navajo and Hopi tribal members who need home repairs or weatherproofing services. A lack of federal funding has forced the group to seek funding elsewhere.
We also had federal fundings too, so pretty much that's going to be gone for a couple of years. So now we try to find other resources out there, more opportunities where we can get different organizations to help us, just like today, the Fiesta Bowl, being able to come up here, driving 3 hours.
Coming up, we go around town looking at a new restaurant with a twist. Stay with us.
Now, currently we're seeing some cold and unsettled weather, but throughout the week we will be seeing widespread rain and snow ranging up to 5 inches. Stay tuned for more weather after the break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
This week, our Around Town segment focuses on how 2 restaurants joined forces to create a new one.
The Carriage House in San Francisco has recently gone through another renovation. What once was bricks wood-fired pizza is now a high-end dining experience that may seem familiar to locals. NAZ Today's Noah McNeil takes us to a spot that is unique.
This week in Flagstaff, we are checking out a brand new cafe and lunch spot called Sosta. Now, the establishment may be new, but it is in collaboration with 2 big local businesses. The fine dining experience of Pizzacletta meets the classic rich flavors of single-speed coffee. Sosta instantly feels like home through the cuisine and staff.
Really kind of making it a hub that also just allows a lot of people from town to access like what a beautiful place this is, as well as good quality food too.
And accessibility seemed to be a major theme in SOSTA. The prices were reasonable for a college budget.
If you were to work an hour at minimum wage, it's the same as one of our entrees or less than that. So anyone working could afford to eat here, essentially.
The decor makes use of the historic nature of the building. The entrance had optional lockers for your phone, and the chandeliers were made from repurposed carriage parts. The meals I had were well prepared and presented. To make the experience even better, the coffee was from one of my favorite cafes in Flagstaff.
Single Speed also has like such a great reputation in town, and to be able to partner with another great company like that, like even people like taking a sip of coffee and then seeing that it's Single Speed are like, oh, that makes sense because it's so good.
SOSTA is a classy addition to downtown Flagstaff. Stop by for brunch or early dinner Thursday through Monday. Noah McNeil, NAZ Today.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm Noah McNeil, and I will be your weather forecaster for this Wednesday evening. Now currently in Flagstaff, it is 30 degrees with a lot of snow. We are currently seeing a lot of snow outside of our building with southwest winds at 11 miles per hour. Our satellite shows that there will be cloud coverage throughout a majority of the state of Arizona. Today, it was 45 degrees as our high and a low of 20, with the average being 57 degrees and a low of 26. Now our records were set in 1966 and 1975 at 72 degrees and -2 degrees. Now, yesterday we saw 0.01 inches of precipitation, and since January 1st, we've seen 4.06 inches. Now, this is nowhere near our average of 6.14, which is concerning going into the fire season. Our sunrise today was at 6:12 a.m., and our sunset will be at 6:49 p.m. Now, all throughout the state of Arizona, we're seeing a range of temperatures going from the mid-40s to the mid-60s, with a high of 45 in Flagstaff today, and down in the valley, a high of 64. Over in Winslow, a high of 62, and up by the Grand Canyon, a high of 49 degrees. Now, our forecast low for tonight will be 20 degrees with snow showers. We will be seeing snow showers tonight, so be prepared for that, with that sunset being at 6:49 p.m. Now, taking a look at our hourly, at 8 p.m., we will be seeing 27 degrees. And dipping down at midnight, we will be seeing 25 degrees. And then going into tomorrow morning at 4 a.m., 24 degrees. And then at 8 a.m., 28 degrees. Now, we are going to be seeing snow showers throughout the night and possibly into tomorrow morning. So be careful of that. Tomorrow, our forecast high will be 39 degrees. And as I said, there will be a slight chance of snow showers, the chance being around 70%. Our sunrise will be at 6:10 a.m. and that sunset tomorrow will be at 6:50 p.m. Now to take a little look at our snowfall breakdown for the past few days, currently we've seen an inch here in Flagstaff, but going into tonight, we might see up to 3 inches. And then going into tomorrow, we might be seeing less than an inch. Then on Friday, also less than an inch. So we could be seeing up to 5 inches of snow in these last few days, which may seem like a shock, seeing as we thought that we would be seeing warmer temperatures at this point. And then some forecast highs and lows for tomorrow. In Flagstaff, that low will be at 20 degrees and that high will be at 39 degrees. Over in Show low of 28, a high of 54. Down in Phoenix, a low of 53 and a high of 69 degrees. And up in Page, low of 40, high of 52. Now for our Flagstaff Extended. As I said, there will be a 70% chance of snow showers going into tomorrow morning. On Friday, we will also be seeing a chance of snow showers, but it is a little bit less likely as we might be only receiving half of an inch, with that high being 42 degrees and that low being 22 degrees. And then on Saturday, an even less chance at 20% of snow showers with a high of 48 degrees and a low of 24. And then on Sunday, it's going to get nice and sunny again at 56 degrees is our high and our low being 26 degrees. Then on Monday, it's going to go up even further to 61 degrees as our high and 32 is our low, giving us some hope that spring has come. Now that's all I have for you for weather for today. Stay tuned for another weather recap and for a sports recap after the break with Lydia Schwieters.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay. You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Marie, you have pre-diabetes.
Pre-diabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get pre-diabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for pre-diabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back. My name is Lydia Schwieters, and I'll be your sports reporter for the night. A lot of changes are happening here at NAU, especially with basketball, and we have tons of updates. Former NAU women's basketball coach Lori Payne was recently named the new head coach at Santa Clara. She took most of the NAU coaching staff with her.
We're very proud of the program that we have left, and to see where it had reached, where the success had reached from when we first took over. We're very proud of that product, and we will miss our players and all the support that we had there.
NAU wasted little time replacing its all-time winningest coach, hiring former Lumberjack Laura Dinkins as the program's 13th head coach yesterday. Dinkins played for the Lumberjacks from 2003 to 2008 and recently spent 2 years as the associate head coach at Grand Canyon University. Over to high school sports, the Flagstaff High baseball team is off to a strong start. I was bundled up at Eagle Field to watch Flag High take on Grand Canyon region rival Mingus on Monday. The Flagstaff High baseball team took on Mingus High for their third game in region play on Monday. Riding the momentum from a doubleheader sweep last weekend over Mojave, the Eagles took down Mingus 5-1 to improve to a 3-0 in region play. Mingus grabbed a 1-0 lead in the first, but the Eagles countered with 2 runs in the 4th inning, 1 in the 5th, and 2 more in the 6th. Senior pitcher Connor Iniguez threw a complete game, striking out 10 batters and allowing just 1 unearned run.
It was definitely nice. I just, we had to work around a few errors here and there, a few little bloopy hits, but, it's nice to be able to get through that and, complete the game with no runs after that.
With a long season ahead, Coach feels it's important that they get consistent with their batting to make the team stronger in order to climb the ranks within their region, where they currently lie in 2nd and 18th in conference.
I think they're really confident. Our hitting's been, sporadic. We're not stringing them together like everyone hitting at the same time. We got, uppers hitting, and then the lower hits, and then the middle hits. And we just need, once we can put it all together, we're going to be pretty tough to beat.
Flag High will visit Mingus tomorrow for a rematch and then will host Lee Williams for a doubleheader on Saturday. The NCAA Men's March Madness Tournament is down to the final 4 teams. Auburn advances for the South, where they were able to defeat Michigan last Friday 70-64. In the West, Florida beat Texas Tech 84-79, and on the other side of the bracket, in the East, Duke had a 20-point victory against Alabama, and Houston cruised to a 19-point victory in the Midwest. The matchups will be Florida against Auburn, and Houston will face off against Duke in San Antonio on Saturday. That's all the sports I have for you tonight. Stay tuned for your weather recap with Noah McNeil after the break.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
All right, looking back at this week, we are going to be seeing a decreasing chance of snow going from Thursday, Friday to Saturday, going down from 70% to 60% on Friday, down to 20% on Saturday. And then going into next week, it is going to be warming up a bit with sunny days Sunday and Monday, with a high of 56 degrees on Sunday and a low of 26 degrees. And then on Monday, a high of 61 and a low of 32. That's all I have for weather.
Thank you, Noah. It's officially the first week of April. Did anybody think we would get snow showers around this time?
I certainly did not. I thought it was an April Fool's prank.
I'm hoping it doesn't stick around much longer because I need the spring weather.
But Noah, you said we need more for fire season, so I think it's awesome. Now that's all we have tonight. Be sure to stay updated on our social media at NAZ Today. Have a good night.